The US stock market is on the brink of exiting correction territory, marking the fastest recovery in the past 10 years. But what's happening behind closed doors with some of the largest Wall Street dark pool transactions? Today, we'll delve into that, along with insights into the oil markets and the significant rebound we witnessed on Friday. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this special weekend edition of Markets Around the World, where we cover stocks, commodities, and cryptos. In today's session, we'll explore critical resistance points for various global markets. There's a potential island reversal for the Nasdaq, indicating a substantial momentum shift. Additionally, we'll discuss oil, coming off our most traded zone number 2, and question whether we can anticipate a resurgence in black gold. Furthermore, we'll closely examine the US dollar's trajectory, considering the recent cracks in what has been an exceptional trend for quite a few months. Welcome back, everybody, to the show where we discuss macro lead indicators and the hottest charts together. If you enjoy anything related to markets, remember to subscribe and, of course, smash that alert button. In today's performance rundown, we saw crosses in the markets, with financials performing well. Semiconductors are also doing quite well, especially in anticipation of NVIDIA's earnings results this week. And, of course, energy remains the sector to watch. S&P 500 weekly performance heat map. What's going on here? Top winners for the week. Intel, plus 12.7%. Tesla, plus 9.1%. Back by 8.3%. Air. BNB, 7.6%. IS, 7.2%. Disney Y, 6.6%. BA, 5.8%. HD, 5.4%. Top losers for the week. Cisco, 9.2%. Walmart, 6.5%. PanW, 2.3%. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average concludes the week with a 1.9% gain, marking its third consecutive weekly increase. Similarly, the S&P 500 closes up 2.1%, securing its third straight weekly gain. The Nasdaq also sees positive momentum, ending the week with a 2.3% gain, marking its third consecutive weekly rise. The Russell 2000 outperforms, concluding the week with an impressive 5.2% gain. The Wall Street Fear and Greed Index currently stands at 58,100, indicating a state of greed. We've moved back into greed territory. Breaking news. According to calculations, Michael Burry has closed his $1.6 billion short bet against the S&P 500 and Nasdaq, incurring an estimated 40% loss. Big short investor Michael Burry closes out short bets against S&P 500, SPX, and Nasdaq. Burry reveals new short bets against NVIDIA chip stocks. We're witnessing a historic anomaly, a level not seen in over 55 years. The percentage of consumers planning a foreign vacation in the next 6 months has hit record highs. Contrastingly, credit card debt has surged past $1 trillion, reaching its highest level ever. With credit card interest rates soaring above 20%, personal interest payments have now exceeded $500 billion. It's a scenario where nothing seems to add up. It's a common trend that stocks tend to bottom out after a significant rise in the unemployment rate. However, the current scenario presents an interesting anomaly. Stocks are rallying as if the economy is in perfect condition. The question arises, is this time different? All right, let's delve into some upcoming earnings plays for the week. On Monday after the bell, keep an eye on Zoom. Moving on to Tuesday, before the opening bell, we have Best Buy and Baidu after the close. And of course, a notable one to watch is NVIDIA, my personal favorite, scheduled for Tuesday after the close. On Thursday, don't forget, Futu after the close. Stay tuned for these key earnings reports. Now let's analyze some charts, starting with the 4-hour chart for SPY. If the price successfully breaks above 451, my bullish sentiment will persist. On the downside, I'm anticipating 445 as the next support level, possibly filling the gap on the way down. Moving on to the next chart, the 4-hour chart for QQQ. It's currently maintaining a range between 384 and 388. If the price gaps up above 388 and holds, we can expect QQQ to move higher. On the flip side, for a downside scenario, the price needs to break below 384. In that case, the next support I'll be monitoring for potential buying opportunities will be around 380, anticipating a gap fill. Turning our attention to the 4-hour chart for IWM, small caps. There's a significant development as IWM has finally broken the trend line and is holding above it. If the price manages to break through 180, I anticipate further upward movement. In the event of a pullback, my eyes will be on the next support at 171.47 for potential buying opportunities. Now let's focus on my favorite stock, Nvidia. Looking at the 4-hour chart, if the price drops below 489.67, I'll be considering a short position. However, if the earnings on Tuesday come in strong, I anticipate the price to move higher. Now let's turn our attention to Tesla's 4-hour chart. The price has already filled the gap, eliminating concerns about any potential gaps. Looking ahead, if the price retraces next week, I'll be on the lookout for buying opportunities, especially if it touches the trend line. However, if the price surpasses 242.57, I'll consider taking a bullish stance and grab some calls. Now let's analyze Apple's 4-hour chart. For a bullish scenario, Apple's price needs to rise above 190.54, marking a win for the bulls. However, if it fails to do so, we may see a decline, with the next support levels at 187 and 185. Examining Microsoft's 4-hour chart, if the price falls below 367, it could present a shorting opportunity. In this case, the next target would be 351.78, aiming to fill the gap. However, if the price bounces and stays above 367, it suggests a potential upward movement. Now let's look at Google's 4-hour chart. It's still ranging within the parallel channel, and as of now, there haven't been any significant developments. Now let's shift our focus to the commodities world, starting with crude oil. Looking at the 4-hour chart, we observe a bounce at the 72 level. This suggests potential bullish momentum for the upcoming week. However, let's stay tuned to see how the situation unfolds. Old Man Gold 4 hours chart, what is going on here? Price stay above the trend line. Bulls will win if price manage break the trend line. I will defiantly short gold, and next target to take profit is 1972 and 1970. Similarly, turning to Bitcoin, there's no new high and we find ourselves in a bit of a stalemate. The trend leading into this consolidation trap remains bullish, so it's something we need to consider and analyze further. As we look ahead to the week, there are a few noteworthy events, with earnings being a major highlight. Additionally, various countries around the world will release key data, including US unemployment claims and consumer sentiment on Wednesday at 10 a.m., New York time. Further down the line, we have the flash manufacturing PMI on Friday at 9:45 a.m. It's worth noting that with Thanksgiving being a holiday, Monday becomes a potential point of interest, typically showing weakness. Traditionally, there's a rebound post-Thanksgiving, which can bring surprises for market traders. As we navigate through the markets this week, keep an eye on the description below for more insights. The description is still open for now, so be sure to check it out. Thank you very much for your support. If you find value in this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great weekend, and bye for now.
Very much. In fact, let's do this. I'll tell you how much I'm worth. You tell me how much you're worth.
God, you are an incredibly big piece of shit. Short everything that guy has touched. I want 500 million more swaps.
Sure about that? The collateral calls can bankrupt you.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I am going to try to find moral redemption to relent